What's up, tribe? Ishadu here, back again with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be answering the very controversial question, which is Androids versus iPhones. I mean, which one of these devices performs better? So without any much talk, let's dive right into today's video. You already know the drill, baby. What the hell is that? So for this Android versus iPhone comparison, guys, I'm going to be comparing the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the iPhone 6s. So now, before I tell you guys which one of these devices is best, like performance-wise, I'd like to break them down into categories and show you guys categories whereby Android devices are just better than iPhones, and also a category where iPhones are way better than Android devices. So let's start off with the iPhones. One of the major areas in which iPhones are way better than Android devices is in the camera quality. I mean, you guys can obviously agree with me on this. This is even one of the reasons why many women in Nigeria get iPhone. I mean, the videos, the pictures, everything just looks better shot on an iPhone. You guys can't even argue this. So if you're thinking about getting a phone with an amazing camera, one of the devices or the major device that should be in your mind is an iPhone. Because like I said, the camera on an iPhone is better than 90% of Android devices out there. I mean, take that to the market, guys. Another category in which iPhones are way better than Android devices is in the category of software. I mean, the way the hardware and the software on iPhones just works together to produce an amazing device is just phenomenal. And another thing you need to know is that iPhones receive way longer software updates than most Android devices. I mean, the iPhone 6 that was made in 2014 is still receiving software updates from Apple. And this is a phone that was made 5 years ago. Meanwhile, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge that was made in 2016 has stopped receiving software updates from Samsung. And the crazy thing about Apple's software updates is that the software updates actually boost up the performance of the hardware. So when the iPhone 6 came out, it could not shoot in 4K, it could not shoot slow-mo video, but with this software updates that Apple keeps on sending, the camera on the iPhone 6 keeps on getting better, and now you can shoot in 4K on an iPhone 6s, and you can also shoot slow-mo video. So when it comes to camera and Apple's ecosystem, the software, you cannot even compare to an Android device.
This is the iPhone 6 Plus. Now on that device, iOS 12 delivers a number of improvements across common operations. You'll see that apps launch up to 40% faster. The keyboard can come up to 50% faster, and you can slide to take a photo at up to 70% faster.
Now, I obviously didn't leave you Android guys out of the discussion. Let me show you guys two ways that Android devices are just way better than iPhones. One of the major areas that Android devices are way better than iPhones is in the area of customization. I mean, you can customize your Android device to look exactly how you want it to be. I mean, you can change the default keyboard, change the default browser. Even on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge that I use, I do not even use Samsung's user interface. I use the Google Pixel launcher on my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. So on many Android devices, you can customize your phone to look exactly how you want it to. But this is almost impossible on an iPhone. I mean, on an iPhone, you can't change the default browser. You can't even change the default launcher, which is like Apple's launcher, except maybe you jailbreak it, which I would not advise anybody doing. So when it comes to customization, Android devices are just way better than iPhones. Another area that Android devices are way better than iPhones is in the area of price point. And this is one of the reasons that a lot of people, especially in Africa, go for Android devices. Because not everybody, let's just be real here, not everybody has $1,000 to spend on an iPhone 10. But with as little as $200, you can get a pretty decent, good spec Android device. And I recently made a video about the Samsung Galaxy A30, which is a Samsung Android smartphone that delivers incredible value for that price point. You guys can check it out in the link in the description or on one of these YouTube cards up there, or you can decide not to check it out. It's totally up to you. It's your life. You can do whatever you want. But Android devices always deliver bang for buck. So I've shown you guys two areas in which these guys are dominating. But the real question is, which one of these devices is better? And I'm sorry that I got to announce this to you guys, but honestly, in the real sense of it, there is no perfect smartphone. I mean, Android devices will always beat iPhones in some area, and iPhones will always beat Android devices in another area. It all depends on what you want to do with your device. But personally, this is just personal preference. I will pick an Android device, a Samsung Galaxy device, over any iPhone, I mean in my sleep. And this is pretty much because I love Samsung's UI, as a couple of you guys know. I've been using Android for the most part of my life, and I'm not really a camera type person. So obviously, personal preference, I will pick an Android device over an iPhone any day, anytime. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys Android fanatics or iPhone fanboys? Let me know in the comment section below. Are you Android for life or iPhone for life? And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to punch that like button, punch that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell icon so you will not miss out on any of my future uploads. And as always, I will see you guys next week Friday in another brand new and exciting video.